Monday Night Raw had one of the coolest segments to start this new chapter, this new era in the WWE, when The Rock and new WWE Undisputed World Champ Cody Rhodes had a little bit of a back and forth, and The Rock handed something to Cody Rhodes and told him that he didn't even have to look at it. He knew what it was. So, what is it? What's going on, guys? It's your buddy, it's your pal, it's Andrew here from What's Good in Wrestling, man. I really hope that I can keep using that intro because Scott Stanford's the GOAT, and I don't know if he ever watches this. I'm sure he doesn't, but I hope I can keep that intro. But if you guys are new here, make sure to like this video and subscribe. I'd love to have you guys here. Love talking wrestling with you guys, and WrestleMania is in the books, man. WrestleMania 40 was one of the most fun weekends I've had in a long time. I didn't attend the event. I was at WrestleMania 39, but I didn't get a chance to go to WrestleMania 40 this year. Hopefully I can maybe sneak my way into WrestleMania 41 or pay for people watching. I'm not sneaking in the building. But man, I had a few days off. It was really nice. And then we got Monday Night Raw. And like I mentioned at the top of this video, Cody Rhodes and The Rock had a bit of a moment. And it was a nice little back and forth. I thought the promo was good. There was a lot of people that were like, oh, this promo's terrible. Like, they're not even talking about anything. Like, what do you want to talk about? But I thought Cody's introduction as the champion going into this new era was perfect. And I thought that The Rock making his presence felt after WrestleMania was needed, as Roman was now gone away for a little bit. Roman's going to be off for a bit. They're saying he might be back for one of the SmackDowns before SummerSlam, or the SmackDown before SummerSlam. But that's all we're going to get from the Tribal Chief. And again, much love to the Tribal Chief, even though I'm a Cody crybaby. I love Roman Reigns as well. I love The Rock. This was just a moment for Cody. But the key part in this segment was what was handed to Cody Rhodes. And I was listening to Busted Open. I love listening to the podcast. I shout out Dave LaGreca. I mean, you can have your opinions on Bully. You can have your opinions on Mark and Tommy and whatever. But I do like the show. I do like what they do there. And they just added Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler. And, you know, there's a little bit of a back and forth. And they were even asking the nation. They were asking their people, their fans, what did Cody receive from The Rock? And originally everybody's first idea was, oh, well, it's the watch that Dusty, that the watch that was given to Cody by Nick Khan and Triple H, Dusty's watch that he famously pawned to help Cody go to acting school. But I'm not really sure I'm on the same wavelength as that. I'm not really sure that's the case. I feel like that's the easy answer, but I have a little bit of a theory of my own. I'm kind of wondering if WWE is going to blur the lines between what's real and what's not in terms of the storyline, because of course we know The Rock even said it before, and I kind of hate that he said it, but he said that Cody was a great guy and everything was understanding and he was the nicest guy in the world. And you know, they figured out this whole storyline and they worked it out amongst themselves, and obviously it made for a big event. And The Rock said that basically a night before Cody and him were going to be in the main event against each other with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. But in terms of a little bit of behind the scenes news, Cody Rhodes purchased a custom Rolex for Seth Rollins, but the rumor has it that he also purchased one for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Roman Reigns, as the four of them were sharing a main event, and arguably one of the biggest main events in the history of the company. Now, mind you, night 2 was definitely better, but they all were still involved in that as well. So Cody might have received that watch that he gave The Rock, and they're going to blur the lines a little bit. But again, I thought, man, that doesn't really make a lot of sense, because then it's blurring too much of the lines between what's real and what's not. And then I thought, what if it was an item that was discussed and what Cody gave, or something like that, when The Rock and him were whispering to each other when the original plans kind of fell apart and The Rock took over Cody's spot. Like, maybe The Rock promised something to Cody Rhodes and said, look, man, I'm taking your spot at WrestleMania and I do feel bad about it. Because at the time, The Rock was a babyface. The Rock was coming in there to take down the Tribal Chief, his evil cousin, the man taking over the bloodline, claiming that he was the head of the table, and he is. He's Roman Reigns. But I'm wondering if The Rock was kind of like, you know, Cody, let me do something special for you. Let me get you this. Let me get you this watch. Whatever it is, right? And then The Rock never gave it to him, because Cody ultimately was given the opportunity and he took it back himself. He went out there and said, look, I won the Royal Rumble. I'm facing Roman Reigns. So that way The Rock never really got to give Cody his flowers. He never really got to give him whatever could have been in his hand at that moment. So The Rock saying, "Don't ever break my heart again," could kind of coincide with maybe Cody agreeing on a small token of The Rock's appreciation. And The Rock was brokenhearted that he went against that promise or against that agreement that they had. And I also see a lot of people talking about, oh, why did they exchange the belts, and why did The Rock say, this looks better? And then I kind of thought the "don't break my heart again" and the sharing of the belts might also have a little bit of a connection. And the reason why I think that is because I think The Rock was almost being like, damn, like, I was the one that was supposed to win this match. Like, I was originally going to be facing Roman Reigns. I should be the champion right now. And by the end of that segment, The Rock was basically going, look, man, don't ever break my heart again like that. That was supposed to be my last run as champion. Don't ever do that again. And here's this thing that I promised you that now you're going to get, and it's probably in a million pieces, or maybe it's not. We're going to have to find out what that watch or whatever the heck that thing is in the coming weeks on Raw or SmackDown, because I think Cody's even scheduled to appear on Friday Night SmackDown. So this is what's cool about wrestling, right? We have no idea what is in there, and I challenge you guys to comment down below what you think. I do think that it could be the watch. They busted up a watch that isn't actually the one that Nick Khan and Triple H gifted to Cody. I mean, I feel like that's just the most obvious answer, but I'm trying to blur the lines and connect a little bit of the behind the scenes things, because if there was some sort of agreement and then The Rock was like, here, I'm going to give you this thing that your dad gave me years ago, and you know, it's going to be a special moment because you deserve it and you're giving me this title shot. And then Cody decided, oh, the fans are agreeing with me. This is my shot. I should be the one taking this over. That's just my opinion. I just wanted to throw my little 2 cents in there. I was thinking about this on the way to work, and I'm probably going to forget what I was thinking of earlier. So hopefully I got out all my thoughts that I need to. If not, I'll comment it down below. But this is where you come in. I need you guys to comment down below. Do you agree with me? Did Cody receive something from The Rock that had to do with their agreement for The Rock taking the main event, or was this just a watch that Nick Khan and Triple H gifted to him after his win at WrestleMania? If you guys are new here, like this video and subscribe, join the roster. I'd love to have you guys here. That's what's good in wrestling. I'm Andrew, the American Nightmares champion, the master of the woe, Cody Rhodes. Peace.